Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know, I've seen a lot of those cheap mini fridges that claim to keep your drinks cold, but they always seem to struggle, whether it's uneven cooling, rattling noises, or just giving up after a few months. If you're serious about keeping your beer, soda, or wine at the perfect temperature without the hassle, this KoolMore 47-inch commercial back bar fridge might just be what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size of this thing is seriously impressive. At 11 cubic feet, it's got enough room for a whole party's worth of drinks without taking up half your kitchen. I've got two glass doors here, which not only look sleek, but also let you see exactly what you're grabbing without opening the fridge and letting all the cold air out. That's a game saver when you're trying to keep things chilled during a get-together. Plus, the narrow design fits perfectly in tight spaces, so it's not like you need a mansion to make it work. Now, let's talk cooling. This fridge has a side-mounted compressor, which is a big deal because it keeps the noise down. I've used other fridges where the compressor is right under the drinks, and you can hear it humming like a jet engine. Not here. It's quiet enough that I can keep this in my open kitchen without it being a distraction. And the cooling performance? Spot on. I tested it with a mix of bottles and cans, and everything stayed consistently cold, even when I had the doors open for a few minutes setting up for guests. Durability is another big win. This thing is built to last. The exterior is solid, and the interior shelves are sturdy enough to hold heavy bottles without sagging. I've had it for a few months now, and it's still running like new. Plus, it's ETL-certified, which means it meets some pretty strict safety standards. That's not something you see on every cheap fridge out there, and it gives me a lot more confidence in its long-term reliability. The LED lighting inside is a small, but really useful feature. It's bright enough to see everything clearly, but it's not overpowering or harsh. And since it's LED, it doesn't generate a lot of heat, which helps the fridge run more efficiently. I also love that the shelves are adjustable. Whether I'm storing tall wine bottles or shorter cans, I can rearrange things to fit perfectly. No wasted space here. One thing to note is that this fridge does take up a bit of room, so if you're working with a tiny apartment or a super cramped kitchen, you might want to measure first. It's also a bit heavier than your average mini fridge, so moving it around isn't the easiest task. But honestly, those are minor trade-offs for how well it performs and how much it can hold. So, if you're looking for a fridge that can handle a crowd, keep things quiet, and last for years, this KoolMore model is a solid choice. It's not one of those flimsy options that's going to break down after a few months, and it's got the space to actually be useful. If this sounds like what you need, check out the link below. It's a great option for anyone who wants a reliable, good-looking fridge without breaking the bank. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For most buyers, the real question is not whether KoolMore 47 inches. Commercial 2-glass door back bar refrigerator cooler for beer bottle, and can storage with side condenser and compressor, LED lighting, 11 foot capacity, ETL listed in black sounds impressive on paper. But whether strengths like spacious 11 cubic feet capacity and efficient cooling performance actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like KoolMore 47 inches. Commercial 2-glass door back bar refrigerator cooler for beer bottle, and can storage with side condenser and compressor, LED lighting, 11 foot capacity, ETL listed in black usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.